Do you need a Legendary Aether Tool in Modern Warfare 3 Zombies? Can you do Tier 3 contracts and go to the Dark Aether with just an epic Aether Tool? Let's jump in game and find out. Now for this game, we are going to be using the MCW. Wait a minute, is it just me or did they add a bunch of trees to this area? Were trees always here? I feel like they added these trees. Anyway, yeah, the MCW is actually a weapon that you guys picked in a post that I did recently. I asked you guys what the average weapon was, not the most overpowered, not the most useless, but the most average weapon, and a majority of you guys said the MCW. Now there were a couple close calls as well. The SVA I think was my number 2 pick here. Ooh, a self-revive kit, I'll take that. So what I might do is, if you guys like this video enough, I might make this an ongoing series, because today we are not using a Legendary Aether Tool. We're just sticking to the epic Aether Tool. And I'm hoping that we can get some good solid proof that, hey, ooh, look, death perception. You don't need these overpowered things like golden armor and ether blades and all these wonder weapons to go into tier 3 and the Dark Aether. Sure, these things make everything a lot easier, but doesn't mean you need them. And I have gotten a couple comments here and there saying, but Donuts, you use Legendary Aether Tools all the time, which is very true. I do use them all the time because I have access to them. The schematic cooldown I have is only 24 hours, so every single day I play, and usually the first video I record of the day, I can use a Legendary Aether Tool. So really, this is going to be a test of my skill to see if I can survive in tier 3 and the Dark Aether with just an epic Aether Tool. Here's the MCW class that I currently have. It's just built for tac stance, nothing else. I did add on a suppressor because I still kind of believe the rumor that suppressors don't attract more zombies, so it's a little bit safer in the Dark Aether. I don't know how much I believe it, but I haven't tested it out yet, so I'm a little bit paranoid still. All right, contract number 1 done. We got self-revive, napalm burst, and dead wire formula. Not such a bad start. But let's head on into this Aether tear and start making our way to tier 3. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like there's a lot of people in tier 3. Well, there's more people coming, but doesn't seem to be a lot of contracts either, which is unfortunate. But we got one of our favorites here, the Spore Control contract. Now, I have done quite a bit of videos going into tier 3 with, you know, uncommon or rare Aether tools and triple pack-a-punch weapons, but I think you guys really want to see a full run here. The thing when you don't have all of these fancy abilities and all of the schematics that you want, things in tier 3 and the Dark Aether are going to take a little bit more time and patience. You can't just mow through zombies super easily. That zombie just like got ahead of me. But as you can see, we're still killing zombies really well. And once you get rid of the super sprinters, look, it looks just like kind of a normal group of zombies, nothing too scary. And what's really cool about this is that the energy mine is super powerful. If you put it down in that horde of zombies, kind of train around it, look at that. That whole horde is gone. And then you could just take out the manglers and all the extra stuff just with a little bit of patience here. And then you've got all this ammo and armor right there. It's so great. And now I've killed all the other spores and not a whole lot of zombies spawn anymore because they changed that to make it so that the zombies don't infinitely spawn, but don't be afraid to take your time. And just like that, all the zombies are gone. We're going to put on some armor, look in here, and get stamina up and a sigil. Perfect. Now we have enough points to triple pack-a-punch this guy, and that should be a lot easier now. Hello, Mangler. Goodbye, Mangler. And it looks like these guys are probably going to pick up the contracts, which is unfortunate. Ooh, but I do want to try the blood burner keys here. Oh, that's the first time I've tried it, and all of a sudden, that changed all of my settings. What the heck? My sensitivity is super slow, and my field of view got changed. Wow, okay, it's back now. That was weird. So people have been trying to get me to use this blood burner bike a little bit differently. They say if you hold the control key, then it'll be a lot easier to control. Like it'll be your handbrake when you go through turns. But I feel like that happens a lot more often when I hit a little pebble and, oh, they took the contract. Dang it. I don't know. There are so many other better vehicles that you don't need to like use the handbrake for. So if this functioned more like the little four-wheeler, that would be so much better. It's functional, but not the best. But I think there's no better contract here. I'm gonna grab this guy. And also the thing about the blood burner, when you're in a situation like this, I kind of just want to leave it. Like I don't want to take it with me. Ooh, someone invited me to their squad. I think so. Yeah, we'll join the squad. Don't worry, we'll go into things solo after this. Actually, I think that was a mistake. I think I would have rathered solo. They canceled the contract and now I have to go all the way over here. Hello, Mega Abomination. This is something I wanted to test out. Man, they really screwed up Mega Abominations this update. It's not even, there's nobody home. Like, the lights are on, but nobody's home. My goodness. There we go. There we go. All right. Thank you. That's a lot better. Oh, what? What the heck? It just healed. Did you see that? Like, now it's at full health again. Oh, but you know what? I've heard of this, and I've heard it's a bug that it just shows that. I don't know. Maybe not. This is so bizarre. The weirdest Mega Abomination kill I've ever had. Super, super bizarre. And he dropped a Scorcher. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Now, I've seen and heard quite a bit of talk about the Scorcher being more common, and through my own experience, that feels very true. I feel like every single video I go into tier 3, I get a Scorcher and nothing good in here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave this squad here because I want to do this solo. I want to show you guys that yes, this is possible to do solo. So we'll do the same exact sport control contract here, but we've got a Mimic on our back now. That's all right. Look at all the damage that we're doing. That's so usable. That's so good. I mean, clearly an epic or a legendary Aether Tool is going to be better than this, but this is still very functional. Now, like I said, you want to focus on the super sprinters here and take your time. Look at that huge horde that we got on us. But super sprinter, there you go. But after the super sprinters are gone, you see like this guy. Oh, hey buddy. Oh, I wanted to see how powerful C4 was. Let's check this out here. Boop. Ooh, that's not bad at all. Let's go in here, get all this ammo and armor. Let's actually throw one of these guys. Take out that horde. Very good. Oh, there's a disciple, and the disciple's already gone. Pick up some more armor that we can. Very good. I know I could be killing the spores right now, but I'm making a point here. All right. All the zombies seem to be gone now. Fully plated up. Yes, we're going to get stragglers here and there, but this gun is far from ineffective. This is still very, very useful. Oh, and we got a double pack-a-punch crystal. Look at that. I'm going to take that instead of a perk. Now I'm going to get myself some Casimirs, and then I'm going to try my best here to get this raid weapon stash contract. Very, very good. Oh no, they're going to get it first. No, get it, donuts. Ah, dang it. Guys, Sledgehammer, please. This is getting ridiculous. There's not even that many people in tier 3. That's all right. I do want to do an HVT here to show you guys what a good strategy is. Mega Abomination, perfect. Now obviously if you have a turret circuit, that's definitely going to be the way to go. We haven't found any yet this time, so there's multiple ways of taking out a Mega Abomination. And for, I want to say, most of season 1 and season 0 of Modern Warfare 3, the best way to take out a Mega Abomination was from the Deadbolt turret or from a Juggernaut kill streak. And if you ask me, that's still the way to go here. But if you must use a weapon, what I like to do is I like to, like you saw earlier, go on a rooftop here, and that usually, if the AI is working properly, which it really doesn't seem to be, it usually forces them to shoot at you. And when they shoot at you, their mouths are a weak spot, and you can get a lot of critical damage within that weak spot when it's shooting at you. Now, we fortunately, I guess, unfortunately, got some help here, and a legendary Aether Tool. Check that out. We got 2 epic Aether Tools. Check that out. I'll take that. And this guy might want the tombstone recipe, so I think I'm going to swap that out for this. He's gone. Okay, whatever. Maybe he'll pick it up later, but goodness me, that's a good I'm gonna take this instead of that. Look at that. And I know a lot of people are saying, but Donuts, you're like such a good zombies player. First of all, that ain't true. I am mid at best in terms of zombie talent. Second of all, talent doesn't really come into play when you're shooting zombies. If you can shoot zombies, and especially if you're on a console, Deadshot does most of the work for you. But if you can shoot zombies like that, this right here, that's not a talent thing. That's just a fact of the game. That's a game balancing thing. This gun kills these zombies. No amount of skill changes how quickly you kill zombies. Now, when it comes to movement and training and decision making, yeah, sure, that's a big talent thing, but that's not what we're testing out today. We're testing out the effectiveness of this weapon, and especially at epic rarity, as you can see, we're doing quite well. Ooh, a turret circuit. I think I'll take that instead of one of these guys. Actually, never mind. I don't think I'm going to use a turret circuit this time around. Just look at that. That was beautiful, wasn't it? With how open these maps are, movement and spacing away from enemies comes into play quite frequently. But for those of you who weren't around in Season 1, the meta of Tier 3 was actually to not have any weapon whatsoever. Just look at all this damage we're doing. Very, very possible. Look at that, was a whole horde. And we've got even more epic ether tools. That's insane. But I don't think I want to switch anything out here. I think I'm kind of just spinning my wheels here. So in that case, look at all the people. Oh my goodness, look at all the people having so much fun over there. I'm gonna go over here, gonna get myself another Casimir, and we're gonna do the same Spore Control contract for the third time this video. Now I kind of have a little special announcement for you. Lots of people have said or made the claim that donuts, that's not what my tier 3 looks like. Donuts, I get way more zombies in tier 3 than you do. And so I had an idea. I would love for you beautiful people to send in your gameplay to me to review. I would love to take a look at it, give you pointers, give you tips, and maybe give you advice that you might be missing. And so what you could do is you can join my Discord, link in the description. Now in the Discord, there's a channel dedicated to gameplay coaching. If you put your clips in that channel, you might find yourself in a future video. Just be sure you're putting everything in the right chat. I want to keep that pretty organized. That's like the backstage. I want that to be a really special place where we can have some nice discussions. Let's just take out this horde real quick here. Nice and easy. Look at that. Oh, it's so satisfying. I love zombies. It's so good. Did we get anything special here? No. What a bummer. Now, just in case I'm super wrong about this, I'm gonna double pack-a-punch this guy, so that way we can use it to take out anything in the Dark Aether, but I don't think I'm going to be using it. Might use it for movement though. I mean, how could you not love it for the movement? So hopefully that's enough proof to you that, you know, an epic weapon is pretty darn good in tier 3. But how good is it going to be in the Dark Aether? Well, let's find out. Every time I go in here, there's always like a free perk and I don't really understand why. Also, I did just realize I didn't get all the perks, so I don't have Quick Revive or Elemental Pop. Now, the good thing about the Dark Aether here is that really your loadout doesn't really matter all that much. This is like the high round of zombies past, because what's more important than your damage or your loadout is going to be the equipment that you use. It's the reason why you always see me try to get as many Casimirs as I can, and it's the reason why I try to always use a jug suit. But as you can see, even with my epic tier gun here, we're still killing zombies. How cool is this? Look, dead. It's effective in the Dark Aether. But Mega Abomination, you deserve this guy. Oh boy, there's gonna be so many zombies behind us. Oh boy, let's try to get them all with this guy. Kind of do two birds with one stone here. Yeah, there we go. Let's try not to corner yourself in the jug suit, Donuts. That's not a good idea. And there goes the Mega Abomination any second now. We got it. Let's kill the horde with like the 4 seconds we got left of this thing. Oh, I hear a mega or a mangler here. Let's throw one of that guy down. That's quite all right. If you ever start feeling overwhelmed, especially in that area down there, I was just like coming up here, and this angle always gets me, well, a better shot at their face so I can actually shoot them, but it feels like a little bit more spacing too. Kind of heal up, get some armor back on here, and then make our way back down. I love this atmosphere too. Look at that self-revive, blood burner. Not really excited for anything. I might take that self-revive. Okay, we're good now. I am gonna get this mortar strike though, and I'm gonna take this instead of this extra self-revive. I want more armor plates. Yes, I'm gonna use the Scorcher to get these things a little bit faster, but you clearly saw how easy it is to take out the zombies with this guy. Oh, and you know what? Look, check this out, beautiful people. Check this out. Because we have the Scorcher, we don't need to use the little ether tear over there to get ourselves. That's right, we're gonna use the Wonder Fizz. I always thought to myself, what idiot doesn't get all the perks before they go in the Dark Aether? Well, turns out I'm one of them. Isn't that nice? Very good. And of course, we'll go ahead and activate the PND. Now this one, you probably are gonna see me get nervous here, maybe go down a little bit, because like I said, not that good of a zombies player, but I think the strategy for this guy is going to be utilizing your equipment way more than I normally do. First of all, getting a good amount of zombie kills here. You can see we're still being very effective, but whenever you hear like a boss zombie come in, be sure where they're at, maybe throw a Casimir, take a look and see how much progress we're making here. That should be good. Now that is usually going to load up your energy mine here, so be wary of that. Kind of come over here, aim for those headshots. Like I said, take out those super sprinters first. It almost feels like there's certain rounds. There's another disciple. I'm going to throw down this guy, try to get myself some safety, take him out really quickly. Very good. We're getting more zombies over on this side, and if we ever start feeling overwhelmed, head out the door, right? Head out the door, kind of regroup a little bit here, come back around this way, do a big sweep over here, get yourself some space, armor plate back up, and get back in here. Now we've got all the zombies on one side here, typical training strategies. We got these guys going, no golden armor, no epic ether tool, just pure gun skill here. All right, we've got that. We've got 90%. Oh boy, donuts, come on, donuts, go, get out of here. We're gonna throw a Casimir out here, try to get them all go in the opposite direction. We're gonna plate back up. That should be good. That'll do it. That should kill a good horde of zombies, but not all of them. So go ahead, focus on the boss zombies here. We got the Mangler done. Whew, that was intense, wasn't it? That was really intense. I'm so proud of myself. You have no idea. Blood burner keys. Okay. Now you want to make sure you get Casimirs on the bar again and pick up as much armor as you can. I don't know if you could tell, but I do a fair amount of armor spamming. In fact, I'm so much of an armor spammer that like going back and playing like Cold War or something else, I will hit my armor button, which is delete. I'll hit that thinking I'm going to put on an armor plate when that's not how that works. Speaking about my keybinds, you might be questioning yourself, donuts, what, 6 as your equipment, 5 as your lethal, delete as your armor plate. How the heck do you hold the keyboard? Well, I play normal WASD just like everyone else, but the big difference is I have a Razer Naga gaming mouse. It's meant for like RPG MMOs, like where you have a whole bar full of stuff, but I've actually bound a lot of these things to my mouse. So I have the numbers 1 through 9 on my mouse, and delete is number 0 on my mouse, or number 10, I guess. And so that's why things look a little weird. But these guys, this one, I mean, you guys have seen me do this a million times. This is the easiest one, I think, to do in here, aside from the Juggernaut with the Mega Abomination. In fact, you know what? I might do this kill streak here at the end because I rarely do them. I'm gonna throw this guy down kind of at a good angle so that way I can be near it. Hello. And you know what? This might be a terrible idea, but after I do this, let's jump in here. And that was a terrible idea. That was a terrible idea. Where even are we? Okay, we're up top. Okay, we're in here. Okay, those Casimirs will teleport you if you jump in them. Honestly though, that might not be a bad strat. I mean, we're far away from everything now, which usually is pretty darn good. Now we can come in from the top. Oh, I definitely should have gotten Casimirs on my bar here. Let's do a Casimir on the bar. Let's go ahead and put down a airstrike right here. Throw on a Casimir, and then we could just do this. And because we got PhD, this airstrike is not gonna harm me, and we're safe from this. And hopefully that airstrike will take out that Mangler. Look at that. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. We're gonna throw this down. Put on some armor here. Let's do that. Look inside our reward rift. Mags of holding. Awesome. Let's get the heck out of dodge. And that's it. Look at that. Dark Aether without a legendary ether tool. All done and dusted. In fact, we +1 a legendary ether tool here. Isn't that amazing? As I said earlier, I bet you a lot of you think, oh, the MCW is not like an average weapon, but like I said, we might be able to do this multiple times. This could be a series. If you guys are curious, hey, how does this weapon fare without a legendary ether tool? Hey, can you do it with this weapon without a legendary ether tool? Please put it down in the comment section below. But we got all of this without a legendary ether tool and then some. And now all we have to do is make our way into here and get out of here. Look at that. 2,000 kills, 10 contracts completed, no legendary ether tool. I've said it before, I'll say it again. You, yes, you are more capable than you think. You can do exactly what I do. I am nothing special. It takes practice, time, and effort, and it is incredibly rewarding. Now, if you do have some of the best acquisitions like a legendary ether tool and mags of holding, you are going to love this combination. Be sure to check it out there and stay beautiful.